The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 2, Through the Valley. Hello there, namaste. So it got to this point much quicker than I thought. My friend thought it'd take 3 episodes. I was just excited to see it happen. It's devastating that it's Joel, but seeing Pedro Pascal be, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's weird. It's weird. But this episode doesn't really help out in establishing the characters anymore. Abby, I still really dislike. Ellie's still acting childish no matter what. Like someone's forgiving her for what he said in episode 1. And she's just being, well, a complete, she just doesn't care. She doesn't want to hear it. She's like, oh, this person thinks it. Well, your actions are allowing him to continue thinking it because you're not acting like the bigger person. If you act like the bigger person, it makes him feel more guilty. The fact that she's still acting like a little child, he's like, yeah, my opinions about her are absolutely justified. But Abby has like a whole one-track mind, and it's like, okay, I get it. She just doesn't understand right from wrong, because there's like this piece of dialogue she has with Joel, and I'm like, okay, Joel, are you gonna say something in return? You have plenty of things to say, because Abby has one piece of dialogue where she's like, some things are just wrong. Joel's mute the entire time, and I'm like, dude, aren't you gonna defend your own actions? He could have easily said, yes, it is evil to kill a 13-year-old child. That's all he needed to say. All he needed to say, and it would have broken every single argument he has. The Fireflies, all 18 soldiers that he killed, were defending a doctor who's gonna take apart the body of a 13-year-old girl. How do you justify that in your own brain? Sure, Abby would still think she's right, but it shows me that Joel still feels he's justified in his actions. In this situation, Joel's just quiet. Like, okay, my time has come. But dude, you did nothing wrong. You were saving your daughter. Because, let's face it, Ellie is his daughter. I was kind of hoping near the end of it, one of the last things Joel would ever hear is Ellie yell, please don't hurt my dad. Or like calling him father for like the first time, and it would be the only time. I freaking would have loved that. It would have been a tear-jerking moment, but no. It's just Joel the entire time. They have a Battle of Helm's Deep moment as well. I feel like that's literally thrown in to add more to it. I mean, I enjoyed that bit. Because the episode starts out where they're having basically a congregation, a meeting, the entire village, and they're talking to everyone. Oh, if you hear bells, what do? All the elderly and kids go down to the basement. All the adults who can wield a weapon go up to the roofs. Like they had planned this stuff out. But what's funny is like I'm watching it, I'm like, guys, did you really not plan this ahead? You barricaded the downstairs, but no one barricaded the upstairs because the infected just barged through and started eating them. Maybe they weren't expecting this many, but at the same time, it's like, you need to keep yourself safe. And the fact that it's a post-apocalyptic world. So I'm looking at it from like, okay, what do you do in a game when you're having to strategize, keep note of everything you use? They're burning oil like crazy. They drop the canisters down and then lighted a flame. That made no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. In the video game, it makes sense because it's a video game. You're doing something for an epic scene. What they should have done is like sawdust barrels or sawdust bags or something. That stuff has the ability to explode if you just toss it out. Have sawdust rain down on them and then you throw something in and it explodes. You're not burning actual valuable resources. It's a sawdust bomb. All you have to do is just throw it out there and then you... But it's funny how I'm thinking of this stuff so easily. Well, I enjoy that kind of stuff. Like, that's how I would be if we were in a post-apocalyptic. Never use oil as a weapon. Never use gas as a weapon. That's a valuable resource. But none have switched to bows and arrows. Everyone's using guns. I haven't seen them having a metal shop for building ammunition, but maybe they have one. It's funny watching it and going like, maybe they should have watched the Book of Eli and taken some notes on a post-apocalyptic world. You could use a bullet as a currency because it's so valuable. Unless you can print your own, make your own, is like old muskets. All it is a bit of gunpowder and a ball you toss in. But yeah, thinking is for people who review, it's not for the people who write, because they're literally taking everything from the game. Yes, if people enjoy the game, yes, it was a cool scene. I was looking at it. The second they dropped those barrels onto the ground, I'm like, okay, that's just gonna slow them down. That's what it's for. And then they shoot the barrels, and then the fluid pops out, and I'm like, okay, what? You're wasting a valuable resource. In the end, I got what I wanted out of this series. I will continue watching it, but I got what I wanted. I still don't care for Ellie. I still don't care for Abby. I don't care for Tommy or his wife. I only really cared for Joel because they actually made him more of a father figure in this one, only to take him off the map. Maybe Ellie will wake up and actually become someone, but as of right now, she's no one important. She just doesn't matter. She's a child. Abby got her revenge. And yeah, I mean, I can understand why people had issues with it, because it just seems like the characters are so narrow-minded, especially in the series. They're so one-track mind, they can't abstract think. Oh, and one stupid piece of dialogue that was there was like, Joel's like, oh, you can take whatever you want, just don't hurt us. And Abby goes, do we look like raiders? My thought was like, yes. Joel goes, no. She asks, what do we look like? And I kid you not, for some reason, he says paramilitary. I don't know how they look like military. I do not. It looks like a gang of kids, that's it, carrying around guns. They do not look like military. But yeah, I enjoyed the Helm's Deep moment, even though they did waste a lot of their valuable resources, which they'll never get back. But other than that, we'll see where this goes. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!
You guys got a video? Why is it so bad?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Where's that?